Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for the weekly SmackDown Event Center report. And now here's the man that will bring you the happenings on WWE SmackDown every Friday night, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, a 1977 episode, 2433 of the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I want to apologize if you guys watched the Chilling with Jordy stream. I do apologize for my little outburst, and because I did make a mistake, and I know everybody's forgiving me, but I want to reiterate what happened. Apparently, I wasn't given a memo. I wasn't supposed to say something about, Chayton going through something. I'm not going to say what it is. He went through something personal in his life, and I thought, being the good friend that I am, I would relate to him, and I was going to say, hey, I know what it's like. Once I said what I said, Jordan was like, quiet, don't say the word. And then I thought he was upset with me. That was the thing. I thought he was upset. See, so I got, upset because it was like I don't know how long he was upset. I was like getting angry. Saying, "Hey, I'm not perfect." I slammed down, and so he put me he put me backstage to help me cool off, which is fine. And I decided, I decided to really, really cool off. So I got off the stream. I got out of backstage, and I left the stream for a while, and so I can keep my head cool, and I try to live stream and address what happened. Is that I found it difficult to talk, and Jordan says, "Well, come back in." Well, I was like, and I was trying to stream up, but then and like I said, I'm messing up my words. I was trying to pay attention to SmackDown. And I said, you know what? I'll go back in. So I went back in, apologized to everyone. Everybody forgave me. And then Shane punished me by talking about sex. And, well, I tried to make it funny by, saying, your new nickname's Gangsta Krizab. That's my set. We don't know what I'm talking about. Look up Gangsta Krizab Power Rangers is the funniest, some of the funniest things. I'm Jose Canseco. That's my favorite one. So, yeah, so I do apologize for that. And I'm hoping you guys forgive me. And I want to thank you. And nobody got upset with me, in a way. Although Caucasian said SMH, shaking my head. But, yeah, thanks for the photo confidence, Caucasian. Caucasian. Yeah. Really supportive. Anyway, so, other than that, though, like I said, everybody's forgiving me. It's all good. Yeah, well, it's like it's August. I don't know what it is. Is it the summer heat or something? It wasn't that hot out today, but the highest was like in the 60s, for goodness sakes. But must have been the heat. Must have been the heat and frustration I had over the years. Like I said, but water under the bridge, no problems there. So thank you, for tuning in. Anyways, I think I either gained a new subscriber or that subscriber came back. Yeah, that's right, 411 subscribers, mate. 411. Give me the 411. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a little bit about SmackDown. What happened on SmackDown. Then I'm going to give my picks and predictions for SummerSlam's Night 1 and 2. But what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be at the Portuguese Feast, and I'll be making reports here and there. What I'm going to do is, if you will, is do a full SummerSlam report, Event Center, for both nights. That way, we after the event is over. Okay, so that's gonna be because there'll be lots of craziness going to go on, going down, and such. So, I figured I do that way. Well, like I said, I'm going to do picks and predictions for both nights, and then I'm going to do I'm going to do I'll do the event center, Anyways, you get the idea, all right? Like I said, my brain's been scrambled all this week, man. Let me tell you. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm getting old or, sometimes when they say when you get older, the first thing to go is your memory. So I don't know. Maybe I am not. I am off today. Let me tell you, I'm just off kilter. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I do. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me here. It's been a crazy day. Oh, and by the way, before we get to start on SmackDown, we have new champions. That's right, new champions in the first ever WWE ID champions have been crowned at a GCW show. For the men, Cappuccino Jones, one half Adrenaline Drip. He beat the other half of Adrenaline Drip, Jack Cotwheel, to become the new WWE ID champion. The first ever WWE ID champion. Congratulations to Cappuccino Jones. On the women's side, Kylie Ray defeated Zara Zacher and Zeta Steele to become the first WWE Women's ID champion. So congratulations to Kylie Ray and Cappuccino Jones. The WWE thinking highly of those two. So, let's kick off SmackDown. John Cena said to kick off SmackDown. Didn't say a word yet until Cody Rhodes interrupts John Cena, and both of them were discussing about the title match, and John Cena says he thought about what Cody said about seeing the real John Cena, and the two shook hands and toasted a beer, and because Cody says he wants to see the real John Cena. Now, what does The Rock have to say about this? If The Rock's going to be involved in this matchup, we'll find out. We'll find out Sunday. No, I don't know. We're not going to find out Sunday. We're going to find out. We're going to find out Sunday. We're going to find out Sunday of whether or not The Rock's going to be involved. I wonder how The Rock feels about John Cena and Cody Rhodes shaking hands. So that's going to be a very interesting situation. We're going to have to monitor that a little bit closer. Meanwhile, Logan Paul decided to interrupt the training of Jelly Roll, and then the two of them started going at it, and then Drew McIntyre attacked him as well. And then in attendance, PJ Byrne, star of The Rainmaker, that's going to be on the USA Network, I do believe, or is on Peacock, I forget which one. So then the Women's United States title on the line, Julia, who is technically being managed by, or being represented by Kiana James. That's Kiana James' new role for right now. I don't know if she's medically cleared to compete in an in-ring as an in-ring competitor yet. So right now she's a de facto manager. And defending it against Zelina Vega in a rematch, and Julia ended up retaining the title. So there's that. And Calvin Kelly interviewed the MFTs, My Family Tree Soldiers, and as Tala Tonga, they were addressing Jacob Fatu for the steel cage, and Tala Tonga will be making his in-ring debut on SmackDown to take on Jimmy Uso. Los Garza come out, and they remember last week they issued an open challenge to anyone to take them on for the AAA Tag Team Championship, and so who accepted the challenge? The very popular Mr. Iguana, one of the most viral wrestlers, between him and Joe Hendry, I don't know, and who would be the most viral? And Psycho Clown accepted the challenge against Los Garza, and Los Garza ended up retaining the titles. The first time ever the AAA Tag Team titles were on the line in SmackDown history. And this is the first time in SmackDown history titles from another organization have been defended. Meanwhile, Captain Kelly interviews Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre says, what we're going to say it out there. Now, Damian Priest went one-on-one with Aleister Black, but then Aleister Black took things a little too far, giving Priest a win by disqualification. And Aleister Black kept on beating up Priest after the matchup. Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso went one-on-one with Tala Tonga. Solo Sikoa got involved in the matchup. Tala Tonga won. And the MFTs, the rest of the MFTs, JC Mateo and Tama Tonga, came out to beat the crap out of Jimmy Uso. And then as the steel cage was coming down, Here comes Jacob Fatu, cleaning house. Solo Sikoa retreated, and Jimmy Uso was out of the ring safely. So, and Jacob Fatu and starts beating the snot out of JC Mateo, and Tama Tonga was holding the United States title, saying it's going to be his again. So we will see if that's the case, and that match will happen Sunday as well. Kathy Kelly interviewed Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair as they're getting ready for their women's tag team title match tomorrow night against the Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. And Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre come out to address Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Orton and Jelly Roll show up at the arena, comes out and brawls with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre to the point where security had to come out and tries to stop it. Even Nick Aldis tried to stop it, and he's given up. So he went to the back to get security, and that is the SmackDown Event Center for August the 1st, 2025. And it's over. So that's what happened. So I do apologize. It's already August the 2nd. So we're going to get right into what's going to happen later on tonight at SummerSlam, because it is technically Saturday. I should be asleep by now because the feast will be happening again, and I plan on going there 12 hours from now. So that's going to be crazy. So anyways, I'm going to make my picks and predictions. I did them last night. We're going to do them again. I did them last night on Rant and Rave. Well, I'm not going to do them on this channel if you haven't heard it yet. All right, so SummerSlam Saturday. 3 titles are on the line. The women's title. Tiffany Stratton defends against Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, by winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, gets a shot. Gets a shot at the title. And I picked Stratton to retain. Meanwhile, the World Heavyweight title on the line. Gunther defending against CM Punk. And I picked Punk to beat Gunther. Women's tag team titles on the line. The Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I picked Flair and Bliss to win the gold. Orton and Jelly Roll take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I picked Orton and Jelly Roll to win that matchup. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso take on the team of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I picked Reigns, the OG Bloodline, over the Bronze. And then you got Sami Zayn one-on-one with Karrion Kross. I picked Sami Zayn to win because Karrion Kross and Scarlett's contracts are up in August. So that is Saturday's SummerSlam picks and predictions. Let's go to Sundays. And all the matches here is championship night. It seems like it's all like the night of champions, so to speak, because all the matches this Sunday will be title matches. WWE title, undisputed title on the line in Street Fight. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I picked Cody Rhodes to win it. Women's world title on the line in a triple threat. Naomi defense against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. I picked Io Sky to win it back. Women's Intercontinental title on the line. Becky Lynch defends it against the former inaugural champion, Lyra Valkyria. Picked Valkyria to be a first 2-time Women's Intercontinental champion. United States title be on the line in a steel cage match. A reminder, the Women's Intercontinental title is no disqualification, no countout. United States title line in a steel cage. Solo Sikoa defense against Jacob Fatu. I picked Fatu to win it. Intercontinental title on the line. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I picked Styles to win it. And then the tag team titles on the line, a TLC match. The Wyatt Six defense against the Street Profits. DIY. Motor City Machine Guns. Fraxium. And that's Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And Rey Fenix and Andrade. I picked the Motor City Machine Guns to win the belts because of their experiences in these kind. And this match is similar to that because of the Ultimate X match. So that's it. So that is it. Future Top of the Shenanigans charts episodes will be coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. One will commemorate 40 years of the Nintendo Entertainment System. I got another one of my favorite baseball movies that's coming soon. And also, I got my personal favorite Sesame Street segments because they're shutting down the Corporation for Public Broadcasting because of lack of funding. So I figured, just in case our childhood, most of my childhood growing up, listen, I'll talk a little bit more about it. I figured to at least pay tribute to it. I figured I'd give you my top 10 Sesame Street. My top favorite Sesame Street segments, because there's a lot of segments I've grown up with Sesame Street. So, that is all the time that we have on this show, episode 2433. Again, my apologies for my outburst over at Chillin' with Jordy. I do apologize. We're supposed to be chilling, not going crazy. So, and that's on me. My bad. I know because I don't have to apologize, but you know what? I'm a human being. I must apologize. So there's that. And I'm hoping to behave better tomorrow. But, however, that's it for the SmackDown Event Center report. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So, I will see you guys later. Card Sharks, that will be something to do. Card Sharks, that'll be something to do. I will see you later. You guys have a wonderful day. A wonderful day. Guys, good night. See, I am not thinking straight to this weekend, man. I must be excited about the Portuguese feast and all. So I'll see you guys later. Until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.